and also considered.
सर
Hello. Ah,
सर पीपीटी दिसत
hello.
नाहीये.
Sir, screen is not visible.
हो का? अरे बाबा. Thank you very much. Yes, I am not shared the screen. How it will? Thank you. Now is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. So again, I am repeating. For deriving the general heat conduction equation, we are considering one rectangle. And in this rectangle, if you see, suppose the length is dx, the width is dy, and what is the height dz. And this dx, dy, and dz, these three sides are parallel to the respect to axis, that is x, y, and z. After this, what is T? T is the temperature at the center of rectangle. T is the temperature at the center of rectangle. Okay. So we have considered, again I am repeating, we have considered very small rectangle having the dimension dx, dy, and zx parallel to three axes x, y, and z, and vary, and the T the temperature which is varying with time as well as with the direction. Okay. Please draw this diagram. That will be very helpful to you. Please follow my instruction. Please draw this diagram and write down what are assumption. Okay, that is mentioned here. Now here we have T. What is QG here? Okay, QG. QG is a internal heat generation, means there is some heat generated by rectangle itself. Okay, inside the rectangle. So let us assume QG is a internal heat generation. Okay, and the value of the heat generation is what? Watt per meter cube. Watt per meter cube. So there is a one heat source inside the rectangle, and that due to that heat source, some heat is generated inside the rectangle only, and that QZ is denoted by watt per meter cube, means the heat generated per meter cube per volume. Okay. Then again, what the assumption we are doing, we are considering, let the material is anisotropic. We have seen there are two type of material, and anisotropic and isotropic. So we are considering anisotropic material, means Kz, Ky, and Kx are same. Okay, Kx is equal to Ky is equal to what? Kz. Okay. So these are what? Our assumptions. Now what is dx? What is dqx? dqx is a small heat. Okay. dqx very small heat. It is a very small quantity of heat. Therefore, it is not qx, dqx. dqs is a very small quantity of heat which is entering into the rectangle in a direction parallel to the x. Okay. And what is dq plus dx? These two faces, this is the first phase and this is the second phase. These two faces are separated by distance what? Dx. Separated by distance dx. So through the phase one is, let us understand, through the phase one, what is coming inside? The heat is coming inside of dimension dqx. Okay. And through the phase 2, the heat is going outside. Okay, that is what? dqx plus dx. Are you getting? So this is what dqx and dqx plus dx. dqx is a heat coming inside the rectangle through the phase 1 in the direction parallel to the x. dqx plus dx is the heat leaving the phase 2 or the rectangle, okay, in a direction of x. Now we need to apply the first law. We need to apply the first law for this rectangle. Now what will be first law? First law will be the net heat input. The net heat input plus the heat generated in a element is equal to the change in internal energy. This is the what first law. Is the first law applied. Okay, this is the first law which is applied to the rectangle. Okay, what is that? Net heat input plus heat generated in an element is equal to change in internal energy. Okay, now what will be the net heat input? What will be the net heat input? What will be net heat input? It will be total heat, है ना? Total heat in x direction plus total heat in y direction plus total heat in what? Z direction. Okay, so how you calculate the net heat? It is a total heat in x direction plus total heat in y direction plus total heat in z direction. Okay, now what is total heat in x direction? Can you tell me? Total heat, okay, in x direction. Can you tell me? Okay, means in x direction, what is the total heat? So what is the total heat? What is total heat in x direction? Okay, so how many interaction of heat are there in x direction? There are two heat interaction in x direction, है ना? dqx and dqx plus dx, where dqx is coming inside the rectangle, so therefore his sign convention will be positive. Minus, why minus? Because dqx plus dx is leaving the rectangle in x direction, therefore it will be minus. Are you getting? Okay, similarly in y direction, if you see in y direction, what will be the total heat? Total heat, it will be what? This will be d q y, and from here the heat will enter in y direction, and from here the heat will leave, dq y plus dy. Okay, so total heat input in y direction will be dq y minus dq y plus dy. Okay, likewise there will be total heat input in z direction. Okay, so first we will consider the total input. First, what is our ultimate aim? Our ultimate aim is to apply the first law to the rectangle, and first law to the rectangle is what? Net heat in input plus heat generated in element is equal to change in internal energy. So for calculating the net input, you should know the net input in x direction plus net heat input in y direction plus net heat input in z direction. Okay, so now let heat entering the elemental volume per unit time normal to the area phase dy dx at x dqx. Okay, so what is dqx? It is a heat entering into the rectangle in a x direction. Okay, just I told you. And dqx is a heat leaving the rectangle again in x direction, dqx plus dx. So as per Fourier law, can you calculate the heat entering dqx? Okay, Why we are taking d? Because it is very small heat. So can you calculate dqx in x direction? Yes, we can calculate dqx by using Fourier's law. It will what? Minus ka, है ना? Minus ka dt by dx. This is a what? Fourier law. So minus k will be by minus kx. Okay, kx is a thermal conductivity in the x direction. Area. Now what will be area? Area should be perpendicular to the heat transfer. Na? Area should be perpendicular to the direction of heat transfer. Now x direction. What will be area? This will be area. This will be area. And what will be the now formula for this area? It will be what? dy into dz. What is the area of this face? What is the area of this face? It will be dy into dz. Okay, understood? Into dt by dx. Instead of dt by dx, now there is a partial derivative delta t by delta x. Why we are taking partial derivatives? Here, when we are considering dt by dx complete derivative, here temperature is changing only with what? X direction. Only with x direction. Therefore, the complete derivative dt by dx. But now here, the temperature is changing in x direction, in y direction, in z direction, plus the temperature is changing with respect to time also. This is our assumption that temperature T is a central temperature which is changing with direction as well as with time. So T is changing with x, y, z as well as with time. Therefore, it is a partial derivative delta T by delta x. Understood? Any problem till now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Are you getting?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is about dqx. Now, if you know dqx, please write down the steps. Okay. Simultaneously, please copy the things. Now, suppose this is a dqx. Can you calculate dqx plus dx? Can you calculate now dqx plus dx with the heat which is leaving? Can you calculate? If you know dqx, can you calculate the heat leaving which is a distance dx? Can you calculate that? So if you know one quantity, suppose q, and if you want same quantity at some distance dx, you can calculate it by using Taylor series. Okay, by using Taylor series. So you have already studied the Taylor series. Okay, so this is the what Taylor series. So from dqx, we can calculate dqx plus dx, the heat at a distance of dx. Okay, so it is simply a Taylor series. Understood? So if you want to calculate dqx plus dx, so dqx plus what? The partial differentiation of again dqx with respect to x into dx divided by 1 factorial plus now del square by del x square into dx means double partial derivative of dx into dx divided by 2 factorial. Okay, this is the Taylor series. This is the Taylor series. Why? When Taylor series is used, suppose here if you know one quantity q, okay, if you know one quantity q and at an interval of suppose dx, if you want to calculate next quantity q2, so you can calculate q2. You can calculate q2 from q1 by using this Taylor series. Understood? So this term is approximately equal to 0. Therefore, we are neglecting this term. This term is approximately equal to 0. Therefore, we are neglecting this term and we are directly using the formula now dqx plus dx. Okay. is equal to dqx plus del by del x dqx into dx, because 1 factorial is 1. Okay. Please copy the things and let me know if you are finished. So this is the heat entering dqs, this is the heat leaving dqx plus dx. Please copy the things fast. Finished? Gaurav Gaikwad, have you finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so have you understood why we have used partial derivative here? Delta t by delta x.
Yes.
Anyone have a doubt why we are using delta t by delta x? This is nothing but minus k a dt by dx, Fourier law. Okay, nothing else. K replaced by kx, a is dy by dx. This area perpendicular to the x direction, it is dy by dx, and dt by dx replaced by delta t by delta x, because in the first case, if you consider here, t is only dependent on x, but here t is dependent on x, y, z plus time as well. Therefore, it is delta t by delta x, partial derivative. Okay. Shall I proceed now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you consider now the net heat flow into the element in x direction, okay, that will be what? Del qx minus del qx plus dx. Okay. And what is dqx plus dx that we have calculated? This is that value. And this is what? Value. So, if you again rearrange the things, what will happen? This will get cancelled, okay, and ultimately minus del by del x dqx into dx is left. Okay, so this is a what? Net heat transfer in x direction. Net heat transfer in x direction. Okay, this is a heat entering, this is a heat leaving. Okay, so dqx minus dqx plus this is a we have calculated by Taylor series. Okay, so this will get cancelled. So what left? Minus del by del x dqx into dx. Okay, and what is now dqx? We have calculated. It is what? Minus kx dy into dz delta t by delta x into dx. Okay, here if you see, what is dqx? Minus kx dy dz into delta t by delta x. So just we have replaced that. Just we have replaced this. Okay. Again, if you rearrange the things, you will get minus minus will get positive. So del by del x kx delta t by del x. Now we have taken dx, dy and dz common. not comma, out of, we have taken dy dz out of the what bracket, and then what we will get, the net heat transfer, what is dqx minus dqx plus dx, is a dx, sorry. So we will get the net heat transfer in x direction now. Okay, that is kx del square t by del x square into dx dy dz. Now anyone have any doubt, please let me know. Any doubt? Nikhil?
No, sir.
Nikhil Ahire, then Mihir Kulkarni from Aurangabad,
No, sir. No
Gaurav
doubt.
Gaikwad, then Sanket, then Akshata Jadhav. I don't know the exactly surname. Okay, sorry for that. Then Arao is there. Are you there? Chaitanya.
Yes, sir, clear.
Very good. Then Abhijit, Mangesh. Are you getting? Shreyas, have you understood the total heat direction, the total heat in x direction?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Then if you are now calculated the total heat change in x direction, okay, now you can calculate the total heat change in y direction also same way. Okay, so what is dy, what is dqi, sorry, so dqi is a heat is coming inside the system in a direction what, parallel to y, and what is dqy plus dy, heat leaving the rectangle in again y direction. Understood? So can you calculate dqy? Yes. If you calculate dqy, you can calculate dqy plus dy. So what will be dqy here? Can you tell me, anyone? Anyone can unmute himself or herself and tell me what will be dqy? Harsh Gaikwad, Gaurav Gaikwad.
So ky
Please
into
unmute
dabba square t upon
yourself.
dabba y square.
What?
So ky into
Minus
dabba
ky.
minus ky, yeah, into dabba square t upon dabba y square.
Ky into area. Now what is the area perpendicular to the heat direction? This one, है ना? So it is what? dx into dy into delta by dy. Okay, change in temperature in y direction. Understood?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now if you know this one, you can find out the del qy plus dy using Taylor series, and ultimately in y direction you will get the total change in y direction same. Okay, so ky into, instead of kx there will be ky into del t square divided by del y square, del square t divided by del y square into dx dy and dz. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please write down the things. Okay. Shall I proceed? Then we can also calculate the same now for z direction. dqz minus dqz plus dz. So this will be what? Kz into del square t by del z square into dx, dy and dz. Okay. This is for z direction, third one. So now if you combine all the three, means heat change in x direction plus heat change in y direction plus heat change in z direction, you will get this one, because what is constant in all the three things? What is constant? Okay. One minute. So now this is a in x direction, total heat change in x direction, total heat change y direction, and total heat change in z direction. Okay, x, y, and z. Now, if you want a net heat flow, then you need to add x plus y plus z. Okay, then what you will get? Kz. Okay, this term plus ky into this term plus kz, into this term, and this is a constant dx, dy, and dz. Okay. Any question till now?
No, sir.
Have you copied?
Yes, sir.
Minute, sir.
Then now for isotopic material, you know, we have taken the assumption kx plus ky plus kz is equal to k. Therefore, net heat will be what? Del square t into del x square plus del square t divided by del y square plus del square t by del z square into k dx plus dy, dx into dy into dz. Okay. Now this is a what? Total net heat input. This is the total net heat input. So in first law, there were three parameters. Okay. First parameter is net heat input plus what? The heat generated within a rectangle is equal to the change in internal energy of rectangle. Hai na? So out of that, we have calculated now the net heat input. Now what we will calculate? The heat generated. Okay. So now the internal heat generated in the element, it will be given by what? Heat generated per unit volume into volume of the element. into volume of the element. Now, what is the volume of the element? We have taken dx, dy, and dz are the side of that rectangle. Therefore, dx, dy, and dz will be what? The volume. So, Qg is the heat generated per unit volume that we have considered into dx, dy into dz. This is the what? The now internal heat generated in a element. Okay. Now, why we have multiplied by dx, dy, and dz? Please see what is the unit of this one? Watt per meter cube, है ना? Watt per meter cube. But we want watt. What we want watt. So therefore, we have multiplied by meter cube volume. So meter cube will get cancelled, and we will get watt. Okay, this is the logic. Now, after that, what is left now? What is left? The heat gained by element from above will result in the energy storage and will increase the temperature. So now we will see the change in internal energy of a rectangle. Okay, whatever heat is received by the rectangle and whatever heat generated inside the rectangle, due to that there will be a change in a internal energy of the rectangle, and that is given by the change in internal energy is given by mCp delta T. Okay, we have studied in what? Thermodynamics, isn't it? So change in internal energy is given by mCp delta T. Okay. Now delta T is a simple thing. Okay, delta T changes with X, Y, Z, and T. Okay, so therefore, now this is in what? This is in what? Kg. mCp delta T is in kg. Okay, we have to convert it to kilowatt or watt. Therefore, it is mCp into what? Change in temperature with respect to temperature. Delta T by delta small t. Understood? We want the change in temperature with respect to time. Okay. And therefore, now its unit will be also watt. Again, this is a change in internal energy. Okay. Again, what is M? M can be replaced by M is equal to what? Density into volume. So we have replaced mass. We have replaced mass by what? Rho into V. So rho into V into Cp into delta small t. Understood? This is the, again I am repeating, this is a change in internal energy, but the unit of this internal energy will be not kilowatt, it will be kilojoule per kg. It will be a kilojoule or kilojoule per kg. But we want in what? Rate form, na? We want in kilowatt. What we want in kilowatt. Therefore, what we have done, we have divided this by change in temperature. This term will be in kilojoule of heat. Therefore, we have divided this by change in temperature. So mCp delta T by delta T, small t. And what is the M? M can be replaced by rho into V. Okay. Understood? Change in internal energy and internal heat generating element. So now this unit also in kilowatt. Okay, and earlier that we have taken net heat input. This is also in kilowatt. So now everything is in kilowatt. And now what is the volume? Volume is dx. We have replaced volume by what? Dx, dy and dz. We have replaced volume by dx, dy and dz. Finished? Any question? Let me know. Are you copying? Please copy. Then now first law. What was first law? Energy balance. Net heat conducted into element from all direction plus heat generated within element is equal to energy stored in the element. Okay. Therefore, now we have replaced all the things. Net heat input, heat generated, change in internal energy. Now, what is constant here? If you see, constant is k dx dy dz. This is a constant. Okay, this is the constant. So we have to divide. We have to divide this equation by k into dx dy and for k into dy into dx into dz. So what you will get now? So we will get this equation del square t by del x square plus del square t by del y square plus del square t by del z square qg by k because k was absent here plus rho cpk into del t by del t. Okay, this equation we will get, and this is a what generalized equation of heat conduction. This is a generalized heat conduction equation applicable to all cases. Applicable to all cases. We can replace the rho Cp by K by 1 by alpha, where alpha is a thermal diffusivity given by K into rho Cp. So this equation is a very important. This is called as generalized heat equation for conduction. Generalized heat equation for conduction. Okay, applicable for all cases. Means what? For three-dimensional, for heat generation, and for the unsteady also, because it is changing with direction also, and it is changing with time also. This is a generalized heat conduction equation. Fast. Finished, all of you.
सर एक सेकंड आधीची स्लाइड दाखवता का?
हो दाखवतो. तर म्हणा की बडा. अजून बॅक दाखवू एक स्लाइड.
नाही सर ठीक आहे.
नाही सर हे राहिलं होतं.
हां. Before that, this was there. I think you must have finished this one. No issue with this slide. Have you copied?
Yes, sir.
This is also finished now.
Yes, sir. Finish.
Now this one, final equation. Okay. So this K by rho C P, it is nothing but 1 by rho. So alpha is the thermal diffusivity, which is given by K divided by rho Cp. Rho is the density. K is thermal conductivity and Cp is the heat capacity at a constant temperature, specific heat. So this question has generally asked in any objective and gate what is the generalized statement of heat conduction equation. This is the generalized statement of heat conduction equation which is applicable for all direction changing with time, and the heat is generated within a system. Okay. What is Qg? Qg is the heat generated within a system. There are some devices where heat is generated, isn't it? If you take the example of nuclear reactor, if you consider nuclear reactor as our system, so in nuclear reactor there is a heat generated, na? Okay, so that is Qg. If you consider internal combustion engine as our system, so there is heat is generated due to combustion. So in many chemical and combustion process, heat is generated within a system, that is nothing but Qg. Okay, finished? Finished, Abhijit, Avanti? Are you understanding? Rohit Deshpande, Yash Kolte?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Tejas, Neeraj Salunke?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Neha Patil, Pradyum Jadhav?
Yes, sir.
Suyash, Siddhi, Tanish, Vishal Tambade?
Yes, sir.
Don't say yes, sir. Have you understood? Okay.
Yes.
Now, this is again I am telling you, this is a generalized his conduction equation. Okay, applicable to all cases. Now, why I'm talking about all cases, let's see. Okay, so this is a generalized, please write down this one. Okay, it's very important from gate or any examination point of view. This is a generalized his conduction equation. Okay, what is that one? पाठ करून घ्या, del square t plus del x square plus del square t divided by del y square plus del square t del z square, mean change in temperature in all direction plus heat generated Qg by K K is the thermoconductivity plus 1 by alpha change in temperature in what? Time, with time. Now what is from this general conduction equation, you have already studied the Fourier equation now. You have studied Fourier equation in maths. So how you can derive Fourier equation? Okay, so what is Fourier equation? No internal generation and it is unsteady. Okay, it's unsteady. Okay, so if no heat generation is there, what will be this value? This value will be 0. So now this equation is a Fourier equation. This type of exam question is asked. Which is a Fourier equation? So this is a Fourier equation. In Fourier equation, what is 0? Qg is 0 and it is unsteady. Apply for unsteady. For unsteady means the temperature will change with respect to time. Okay, with time. So it is what? This is the Fourier equation. This is a what? Fourier equation. Next one is a Poisson equation. Now what is Poisson equation? In Poisson equation, there will be a Qg. Qg will be not equal to 0. There will be a heat generation. Okay, but steady state. What is steady state? Means change in temperature with respect to time will be 0. What any quantity changing with respect to time will be 0. So what will be now the Poisson's equation? It will be del square T. You have to just add here what Qg. I forgot to mention Qg here. Qg. Okay, so in Poisson's equation, there will be internal heat generation. Qg cannot be 0, but steady state means change in any quantity, any property with respect to time will be 0. So therefore, del T by del T will be 0. So this is a what? Poisson's equation. This is a what? Poisson's equation. And finally, we will see Laplace equation. Now, what is Laplace equation? In Laplace equation, no heat generation and steady state. And steady state means what? For Laplace equation, Qg will be 0 and change in temperature with respect to time will be also 0. So therefore, this will be Laplace equation. Okay, this will be Laplace equation. And finally, the Laplace equation for one-dimensional heat flow, because we are going to study in our syllabus only one-dimensional flow, either in X, Y, or Z direction. The Laplace equation for one-dimensional flow is del square T by d square T by dx square. Now, why? You can see the del is replaced by d because now there is a complete derivative. Oh, no, it's a complete derivative. Here, the time, the temperature. Here, the temperature is changing with respect to X, Y, Z direction. But here, the temperature is changing only with S direction. Therefore, d square T by dx square. Now, these are very important what equations we have, which we have found out from general equation. In examination directly asked what will be Laplace equation. Okay, what will be Laplace equation? You will get the option, so you have to tick the Laplace equation. What will be the Laplace equation for one dimensional? What will be the Poisson equation? What is the condition for Poisson equation? In Poisson equation, what is happening? There is no what? There will be heat generation, but it will be no longer steady state. Okay, or it will be steady state. Are you getting? Have you understood this equation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who said yes? Nikhil? Nikhil, are you there? Nikhil Ahire?
Yes, yes.
Nikhil Ahire, please concentrate on fourth equation, Laplace equation for no heat generation in steady state. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in Laplace equation, there is no heat generation in steady state. Therefore, you are getting this one. Now you tell me, Nikhil, here it is del square by T divided by del x square. Okay. But if you consider Laplace equation for one dimension, means these are for three dimension. If you consider Laplace equation for one dimensional, it is now complete derivative. Why? Nikhil, why del change to D for one dimensional heat flow? Laplace equation for one dimensional heat flow. Why? Nikhil, are you listening?
Might be due to surrounding.
Might be no. I want answer. I have explained it. So Mihir Kulkarni, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the answer.
Sir, for Laplace equation, we consider d2 square upon d square t by dx square because we are considering absolute. There are no other y and z variables we are considering.
Yeah, very good, very good. Means you are concentrating. Please see, all of you, in these all equations, there is a del. Why del? Because the partial derivative, temperature is changing with respect to x, y, z, as well as with respect to time also. But here, for last equation, Laplace equation, okay, the change in temperature is zero because we have considered steady state. Okay, and plus there is only one direction. So temperature is changing only with respect to x. Okay, so whenever any quantity changing with respect to only one variable, so it is a complete derivative, na? So therefore, instead of partial, we are using complete or absolute derivative. Understood? Nikhil, now it is clear.
Yes, sir. It is only due to in the direction of x, not in x, y and z.
Yeah, and temperature as well.
Yes, sir.
So in future examination, you will definitely find out this question. What is a Fourier equation? What is the Fourier equation? What is a Poisson equation? What is a Laplace equation? What is Laplace equation for one dimensional heat flow? And what is a general conduction equation? Okay. Nikhil, when is your practical? 3:30.
Yes, sir. 3:30 to 4:30.
So you want a break, not 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
You are joining late. Most of you have joined at 2:30, and I should finish the lecture by 3:20. This is not fair. Only Shreyas Jambude is joining at 2:10 with me. He's very honest. Okay, you may leave now because you have practical. And please, this is a don't remember the derivation. That is not important. But for understanding, it is important. Now onwards, please remember these 5 equations: general heat conduction equation, Fourier equation, Poisson equation, Laplace equation, and Laplace equation for one dimensional heat flow. These are very important. Okay. Have you copied, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Sir, when you are going to upload the PPT and videos involved.
PPT, I have an issue with VOLP. So within a 2 or 3 days, it will get resolved. Okay, then I will upload the PPTs. Don't worry.
Okay, sure.
Or I will, if you are need it, I will mail you. Don't worry. Or I will share by WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So if anybody have issue, please stay with me and you can ask your question, your doubt, or otherwise you can do your favorite work. That is give the attendance. Okay. So who will start with attendance? Nikhil, have you left the meeting?
Not yet, sir.
What is tomorrow's schedule after 3:30? You have practical.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow you should be present. All of you should be present at 2:15. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You are wasting my 15 minutes. This is applicable to all.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Suyash.
Sir Harsh. Sir,
Harsh.
sir, my internet was not working, but did you ask me about the net heat flow into the element in y direction, or you asked me the only the heat entering that time? Sir, I thought you asked the net heat flow of the element which is in y direction.
No,
That's why I
no. I
told you.
asked you the heat flow in y direction through means I asked you, I think QY, DQI.
Acha, sir, I didn't listen to the question. That's why I just told you the net heat flow into the element in the y direction.
So you should
I should have
ask,
asked.
na, sir, repeat the question. I would have repeat the question.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah.
Have you understood?
Yes, yes, sir. I understood.
Harsh,
Yes, sir. I understood.
have you understood the 5 equations that
Yes,
are
sir.
very
Yes, sir.
important?
Yes, sir. Yes, I understood all of them.
Abhijit Purandar is there, or Abhijit Purandare. हर्ष खूप मला वाटते खूप लोक लावून देतात गायब राहतात.
हो होऊ शकतं असं.
हा मग काय आता मीटिंग संपली तरी हा अभिजित पोरंदरे काय सोडत नाही मीटिंग, म्हणजे हा कुठेतरी गेला लावून मीटिंग.
होऊ शकतं. नाही सर असेल तो, पण आता हे असेल त्याला जायचं असेल.
ठीक आहे, ओके.
ओके सर, थँक्यू.
मीट यू सून. ओके हर्ष, गुड बाय.
येस सर, गुड बाय सर.